High school sports on Ticket TV is brought to you by your local McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor and Wilson Street in Brewer. Greenway Equipment Sales, Next Home Experience, Casella, Firehouse Subs, Levesque Business Solutions, Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center, Varney Mazda, Hidden Meadows Golf Course, Dean's Detailing, Northeast Driving School, Acadia Federal Credit Union, Uno Pizzeria and Grill, Colebrook Mitsubishi, North Star Waste and Recycling, Loring Job Corps, Praise Auto Sales, Glenburn Landscape and Supply Company, Doors Equipment, Fairway Auto Sales, Bangor Mall Cinema 10, Streets Landscape, The Fitch Company, Bangor Tire Company, Frank's Bake Shop, Pat's Pizza in Hamden, Tiller and Rye, Liberty Olton Insurance, Urban Pizza, The Growing Place, Tossie's Checkout, Betty's Ice Cream, Auto Radiator Service, Sweet Cheeks Bakery, Union Street Towing, Rise Co-working and Collaboration Space, Sweet Frog, The Henry's Bridal Boutique, Bennett Auto Center, Angelo's Pizza, Union Street Laundromat and Dry Cleaning, Mainly Audio, Knowlton Automotive, Varney Chevrolet, Hammond Lumber Company, First National Bank, Midcoast Denture Design, Hopkins Energy, Napa Auto Parts, Brewer Federal Credit Union, Queen City Athletics, Washington County Community College, and Down East Toyota. Now let's get you out to the action on Ticket TV.
Hello everyone and welcome to Hermon High School Pottle Field for tonight's Class B Girls Soccer Contest. It is a rematch of last year's Class B Regional Championship. The last time these two teams met on the soccer pitch, it was for a trip to the state championship game. That contest won by Ellsworth by a 3-2 margin. Tonight, the Hermon Hawks look for a little revenge and a season-opening victory to go with it. Two teams that should be near the top of the standings when all is said and done once again. Welcome into the Ticket TV pregame show. It is the Casella pregame show. Casella, good pay, good people, good life. Find your place at hard work. I'm Mark Paulette in the Dean broadcast booth. We'll be joined by on the call for over 5 minutes, Dean's Detailing, auto detailing leader. Renew your vehicle's appearance, protect your auto investment, feel good and look good in a clean, shiny car. Book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. When we come back from our first time out, we'll get you set for this matchup here tonight. We'll recap the Ellsworth Eagles season opening victory and preview the Hawks' quest to get back to that regional championship game. This is high school soccer on Ticket TV.
Nothing runs like a deer.
And nobody knows better than our loyal customers.
Since 1994, our family has proudly sold and serviced John Deere products. Our customers know that quality and reliability set John Deere apart.
And right now at Greenway, take advantage of this offer.
Get 0% APR fixed rate financing for 60 months on a John Deere compact utility tractor with a 6-year powertrain warranty.
For more offers, go to greenwayequipment.com.
See the Smith brothers today at Greenway Equipment Sales, Ellsworth and Bangor.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. So at Firehouse Subs, we don't just make subs, we make subs that are big, bold, and craveable. We make our subs differently because our subs make a difference. Like our spicy Cajun chicken with Cajun seasoned grilled chicken breast and a house-made Cajun mayo. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs, save more lives.
Visit 920 Stillwater Avenue.
Desk jobs aren't for everyone. Some of us want work that moves. Work you can see. Work that matters. Others might call it dirty, but we don't mind. At Casella, hard work isn't just a means to an end. It's something you can build a life on, and it's important work that keeps society moving. Casella, good pay, good people, good life. That's the power of hard work.
You're local family-owned McDonald's on Wilson Street in Brewer, Union Street and Main Street in Bangor are currently hiring new team members. Schedules that fit your life with full-time, part-time, and flexible schedules that adjust with your needs. Pair individualized schedules with tuition assistance to further your education. It's a great, future-focused combination. Apply today at jobs.mchire.com. Search for your locally owned McDonald's on Wilson Street, Union Street, and Main Street. Explore your future at jobs.mchire.com.
You deserve a clean car. Let the pros at Dean's Detailing renew your vehicle's appearance and protect your auto investment. Enjoy your ride. Dean's gift cards are the perfect fit. Dean'sDetailing.com.
He can't catch a football, but he can fetch you a home. Catch Luke at Next Home Experience.
Back here at Pottle Field in Hermon, ahead of tonight's Class B clash between the Hawks and the Eagles. We brought you the boys contest last night. That was a 6-0 victory for the Ellsworth Eagles, off to a high-flying 3-0 start to their season. 20 goals scored in those 3 matches so far. Ticket TV coverage is presented by Greenway Equipment Sales, your locally owned John Deere dealer celebrating 30 years in business. See the Smith brothers in Bangor and Ellsworth, because nothing runs like a Deere. And our coverage also presented by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor, as well as Wilson Street in Brewer. They are hiring for early mornings and late nights. Start at $17 and up. Search for these locations at jobs.mchire.com. I'm Mark Paulette. Ernie Clark joining me now for the call of this contest tonight. Ernie, as I mentioned in the last segment, last 2 times these teams met on the pitch, they were playing for a regional championship.
Yes, and Ellsworth came out on top last year for their first regional crown since 1999. Hermon, on the other hand, has won a bunch of regional titles over the last decade, I think 6 or 7, and they had won the previous 3 around the COVID year, which there was no games played. So these are 2 of the elite programs in Class B North, and they started last season too, I believe. I believe they played the first game of last season. At least I think might have been both of them today. Kind of a little unique in that Ellsworth has played just the one, I believe.
Just the one, yep.
And Hermon has not played yet. And I talked with Rick Sinclair, the athletic administrator, before the game, just kind of asking him about that, whether or not there was a bye included in the schedule. He called it a gap. He said every team has a gap in their schedule, and Hermon's just happened to come at
right off
the start of the season, which, if I'm MJ Ball, the head coach, that's another week of preseason for me and practices before you get into the games. Now, you don't get that break later on, but a lot of times that break later in the season is just to rest up. But this way, he's able to incorporate more of what he wants his team to do during the course of the season during practices without having to worry about a game. So we'll see how that affects them. Pro or con here this evening, Ellsworth with just the one game, as we mentioned, that was last Friday against Presque Isle. They won that game 4-0. So, they played one and really just starting to get going here. Second week of the season, and these teams will start playing 2 or sometimes even 3 games a week here as we build up to get the 14-game regular season in before somewhere around the middle of October.
Comes fast.
It
really
certainly
does. Comes fast. Ticket TV presented in part by Next Home Experience. For the 3rd straight year, Next Home is the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. All right, let's take a look at these 2 squads. Good numbers for both teams. We'll show you the rosters and some player spotlights here. And just talking about this Hermon Hawk team, well, we'll get there in a second, beginning with Ellsworth. Here's how the reigning regional champions are lining up this year. And as you can see, it is mostly upperclassmen, except for a few sophomores sprinkled in.
Yeah, 10 seniors, 5 juniors, and 7 sophomores. And this has been true of all the sports at Ellsworth. They've had a group of kids coming up that are getting to be seniors now, but they've been a force in soccer and in basketball in particular here for the last few years. And they scored 61 goals last season. And almost the people that scored those goals are almost all back this year. So it's a veteran team, no doubt, led by a junior, Lizzie Bowles, who is one of the top scorers in the state a year ago, had around 25 goals. And she was a first-team all-conference and first-team all-Class B North as well. So she's quite accomplished. She's been scoring goals in a numerous fashion since she was a freshman, and now in her third year, she figures to lead the way for Ellsworth offensively.
Yeah, and a name we know from the hard court as well, the hardwood in the winter, kind of plays the game of soccer like she does the sport of basketball. Just put her head down and attack the goal.
Yeah, she's pretty ferocious out there, and works to her advantage for sure. Now you look at the Hermon roster, and they have just 3 seniors on the playing roster that we have, and 6 juniors, 5 sophomores, and 6 freshmen. But a decent amount of experience. They also have a good number of players back from last year's team, which was a younger team coming off those 3 straight regional championship appearances, and so they have a lot of players back this year as well, and they've got a trio of players. And I forget which one we mentioned as our spotlight player, but they've got 3 to really watch out for. They got the reigning conference player of the year in Natalie Tardy, a fellow forward, Madison Stewart. Both those are juniors, and then a senior that we're going to recognize today, Brooke Gallup. All region, all Northern Maine, all conference, Penobscot Valley Conference senior midfielder. She had 8 goals and 12 assists last year to complement Tardy with 22 goals and 20 assists, and Stewart 24 goals and 19 assists last year. So a lot of goals between that trio. They lead the way, and filling in with a few younger people, but some other players with a considerable amount of experience around them, and that trio will be key to what success Hermon has both tonight and during the course of the season.
Our player spotlights on Ticket TV brought to you by Colebrook Mitsubishi, New England's #1 volume Mitsubishi dealer, featuring a 5-year, 60,000-mile comprehensive warranty and a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty with rates as low as 0%. Colebrook Mitsubishi, 337 Madison Ave in Skowhegan, and at colebrookmitsubishi.com. And those rosters that we threw up brought to you by Glenburn Landscape and Supply Company. For the best in landscaping materials, and equipment, it's Glenburn Landscape and Supply Company at 6 Wilson Way in Glenburn and at glenburnlandscape.com. Ticket TV coverage presented in part by Firehouse Subs. For a limited time, try the new Firehouse Captain's Club oven roasted chicken covered in a melted pepper jack cheese, crushed red pepper flakes, crispy bacon, shredded lettuce, tomato, and onion on a toasted sub roll with the spicy Firehouse Hero Sauce. Only at Firehouse Subs, 920 Stillwater Avenue in Bangor. Take another time out in the Casella pregame show. When we return, we'll get you a look at the program histories for these 2 squads. 2 impressive histories leading into tonight's contest. It's coming your way next. This is high school soccer on Ticket TV.
At Midcoast Century Design, we truly understand the importance of offering an affordable treatment plan that always considers your needs first. We create beautiful new full and partial dentures, as well as offering repairs and relines to your current dentures. We want your denture to fit comfortably, be affordable, and most of all, make you happy.
At Midcoast Denture Design, your smile is what matters most. In fact, it's our job to make sure you have a smile you can be proud of at a price you can afford.
Call Midcoast Denture Design,
because everyone deserves to have an awesome smile.
Maine's largest network of parts just got a little bigger. Coastal Auto Parts, newest location in Bangor, has all your automotive needs to get you to the moments that matter most. Whether you're a professional mechanic or just need a little help, find everything you need all under one roof. Our knowledgeable staff is here to assist you with friendly service and expert advice right here at 200 Sylvan Road, just off I-95. Drive in, stock up, and hit the road with confidence. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that can...
You've always known what you wanted, no matter how far down the road it looked. We're here to help you get there. Brewer Federal Credit Union. brewerfcu.org.
You can't afford college? Think again. Right now at Washington County Community College in Calais, tuition is free. Yeah, free tuition for recent high school graduates at Washington County Community College. So if you graduated between 2020 and 2023, or will graduate in 2024 or 2025, you won't pay anything in tuition or mandatory fees while you pursue a degree or certificate full-time. Enroll today and see just how good free can be. Learn more at wccc.me.edu or call 207-454-1000.
Make the switch to Hopkins Energy, your trusted source for #2 heating oil. In Maine's challenging climate, emergencies can happen anytime. That's why we offer fast and responsive emergency fuel deliveries, as well as automatic deliveries. Our dedicated team is always just a call away, ensuring you never run out of fuel. Dependable service tailored to your needs. Visit hopkinsenergy.com.
Back here at Pottle Field, where our Ticket TV coverage is presented by Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center. Whether you're watching some sports at the bar or taking the family out for a great meal and some fun, Heroes is the place to be. The official sports grill of Ticket TV in downtown Bangor and at herosportsgrill.com. We are inside of 2 minutes away from meeting the teams and having them announced to the crowd here tonight at Pottle Field. Very nice crowd filing into tonight's contest. Again, a rematch of last year's Class B Regional Championship. And on that note, let's take a look at the program histories, beginning with the visitors from Ellsworth High School.
Yes, still searching for its first state championship in the sport is Ellsworth, but see the runners-up, 82, 98, 99 back-to-back, and then last year won the regional championship game and then fell to Yarmouth 2-0, beat Hermon 3-2 in the North Final, fell to Yarmouth 2-0 at States off an 11-2 regular season record.
And for the home side, the Hermon Hawks, simply put, they were as dominant as you can get over the last decade.
Yeah, it's 5 regional championships between 2012 and 2022 and a trip to the regional final last year after a 10-3 regular season. You notice in 21 and 22, 14-0, made it to the state championship game undefeated before falling in that game both of those years. So, again, we talk about one of the very elite teams in Class B girls soccer here for a while, a better part of a decade, full decade actually, for the Hermon Hawks.
And for the longest time, unbeaten on this field here at Pottle Field. It was until last season, I believe, right? Early in the season, or was that 2 years ago at this point that they had that long win streak snapped? But this Hermon Hawk team, very difficult to take on their home turf of Pottle Field.
Yeah, I think it was last year, actually. Might have been the season opener.
It was early in the year. I remember that. We were here on Ticket TV.
Yes, and can't remember if it might have been Ellsworth, actually. Ellsworth wound up finishing third, and Hermon finished fourth in the heel points last year, behind 2 Kennebec Valley Athletic Conference teams in Madomic Valley and Oceanside. I think Oceanside was the 1 seed, Madomic Valley was the 2 seed. So, but the Penobscot Valley Conference ruled in the end.
Yeah, coming out of the middle of that bracket in the Class B ranks. Ticket TV brought to you in part by Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment or office furniture. It's Levesque Business Solutions. Call 942-2226. And our coverage is presented in part by Varney Mazda. They offer an extensive new and pre-owned Mazda inventory as well as competitive Mazda lease specials, finance options, and expert Mazda auto service. Varney Mazda, 260 Hogan Road in Bangor, and at varneymazda.com. You may be able to hear in the background the introductions have begun here at Pottle Field with the Eagles and the Hawks lining up across the far sideline. We'll take our final time out of the pregame show. When we come back, we get Ernie's keys to the contest and the kickoff between the Hawks and the Eagles tonight on Ticket TV.
Your local professional eco-friendly office space partner is Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop shop to get the job done. Handling all your office furniture and printing machine needs at an affordable price. Offering full system integration into your workplace and local service on everything we sell. We can even remote monitor your system with just-in-time inventory and service need assessments. Little to no downtime gives you peace of mind. At Levesque Business Solutions, your solution is only an email or a phone call away.
Have you tried the new happy hour specials at Uno Pizzeria and Grill? Just $6 gets you cheesy garlic bread, mozzarella sticks, buffalo chicken quesadillas, cheeseburger sliders, and much more. Monday through Friday, 2 to 6 p.m., 9 to close, and all day Sundays. Don't forget about the dough raiser at Uno's. Schedule a dough raiser for your local fundraiser and earn up to 25% of event sales. Contact your local Uno Pizzeria in Bangor for more details at 725 Stillwater Avenue and place your orders at 947-5000 and unos.com.
To my first Mazda, thanks for always being there for me. Watch after your next owner, as you have me.
Find your Mazda today at Varney Mazda in Bangor.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
Acadia Federal Credit Union keeps you in touch with your money using our mobile app, Acadia Go. Access your account anytime, anywhere. Check balances, transfer funds, pay bills, and even deposit checks with the tap of a button. That's not all. Now with Apple Pay, use your fingerprint to pay for purchases. It's quick and your account information is never shared. Apple Pay is safe and private. Acadia Federal Credit Union. We keep you mobile.
That nip in the air can only mean one thing. Dorsey's fall introductions have arrived, and we need to make room. Hundreds of items have been marked down store-wide. Flexsteel Thornton sofa in a great quality Revolution fabric, list price $23.99, now only $8.99. Power reclining lift chair that lists for $10.99, now only $5.99. Dorsey's fall clearance is a perfect time to get any room in your home ready for the winter months. Dorsey Furniture, Route 1A, Holden.
Desk jobs aren't for everyone. Some of us want work that moves. Work you can see. Work that matters. Others might call it dirty, but we don't mind. At Casella, hard work isn't just a means to an end. It's something you can build a life on, and it's important work that keeps society moving. Casella, good pay, good people, good life. That's the power of hard work.
And we welcome you back to Pottle Field here in Hermon. Just had the national anthem played, of course, September 11th, so the flag at half-mast, as you see right there in the shot, ahead of tonight's contest between the Eagles and the Hawks. Referees walking their way out to the midfield circle, and we're just about ready to get this contest underway. We met the starters while we were away at break. I'll run through those quickly. Starting 11 for the Hermon Hawks. In goal, it's Becca Balmas, Ella Johnson, Olivia Johnston, Tessa Ewer, Peyton Garrett, Maddie Muth, Lila Ryan, Erin Selleck, Madeline Tardy, Madison Stewart, and Brooke Gallup, wearing the captain's armband, take the pitch for the Hawks. For the Ellsworth Eagles, it's Allie Bivens, a sophomore, in goal. Kennedy Lambert, Lainey Ray, Maya Coffin, Lily Bean, Taylor Libby, Abby Raydell, Sydney Libby, Elizabeth Bowles, Emily King, and Addison Atherton out there in the field for the Eagles. High school sports on Ticket TV, presented by Hidden Meadows Golf Course, featuring the Par Bar and Bogey Grill, a 300-yard driving range, a fully stocked pro shop, and a 9-hole course that fits your game regardless of skill. It's Hidden Meadows Golf Course, where golf is for everyone. We are underway tonight at Pottle Field. And Ernie, what are your keys to this contest?
Well, it's the first game of the season for Hermon, so you want to see how they come out at the start. They don't have the advantage of having played a countable game, with countable game intensity like Ellsworth has had with its season opener. And so we'll see how they handle the early stages of the game. And, of course, Hermon has the advantage playing on turf more than Ellsworth does, so Ellsworth's got to adapt to the speed of the ball as it moves across the field and up and down the field. And we'll see how well they do that. Usually it takes a little bit of time. But generally speaking, Ellsworth last year in its run to the state championship final had to play few games on turf, and they played here last year, so it's not something they haven't done before. But there's a couple of things to look out for.
Ernie's Keys to the Game brought to you by Varney Mazda. Our coverage on Ticket TV also presented by Northeast Driving School. They've been the leader in driver training since 1969. Register for driver's ed courses today. Greater Bangor's #1 driving school. Go to northeastdrivingschool.com to select your course. Yeah, you mentioned that playoff run last year for the Eagles, a 1-0 victory over Old Town, who was the 6th seed in the North, but a quality 6th seed as that, as a cross is delivered in and dealt with by the Hawks. The Eagles then went on to defeat Madomic Valley #2. 2-1 as a misplay at the back leads to the game's first goal. A bubble by Becca Balmas allowed the ball to trickle into the back of the net. Not sure exactly who got the contact. That was more of a team goal. Effort and pressure leading to the game's first for the Eagles.
Bowles is the nearest player. There's 2 crosses. There's the first one. It gets blocked away by Hermon, but back outside. Catch a number there. Nope, that's number 10, but the ball gets kicked away from her. A nice shot there from long distance. And Balmas, playing in her first game as a varsity goalkeeper, couldn't handle it.
There was a touch.
And it was.
Is that Bowles in there?
Lizzie Bowles got a right foot on it and kind of shocked herself, but gets on the board here just 90 seconds into the game. Actually, 110 seconds into the game at 38-10. So that's Bowles unassisted, and she's off to a fast start. She had 2 goals in the season opener against Presque Isle, 4-0 victory, so she's already got 3 goals on the season.
As we were talking about in the pregame, as is the case in basketball for Elizabeth Bowles, always just in the middle of the action, and there, head down, putting the left foot on the ball. Hey, well, she leads to a good result.
Made a nice challenge on the goalie who came up unable to handle that second clear in, and she was right there to put the ball in. And one thing I was going to mention as you talk is we've got 2 goalies here today that this is the first meeting that they have played at the varsity level against each other, and in this rivalry, Balmas, a sophomore, I remember her from basketball last year as a freshman on the varsity squad. Let's see if anything happens there. She is stepping in to fill the shoes of Bella Bowden, who was a fixture in goal for Hermon for the last few years. And for Ellsworth, Allie Bivens, a sophomore, has got the honors to start the year in goal, in part because returning goalie Jaden Sullivan, who is a senior who would be returning in goal for the Eagles, is out with an injury right now. Don't know in terms of what her status is for the season and when she might be able to come back. But for now, it's Allie Bivens, and Allie was able to pitch a shutout in that season opener, so she got herself off to a good start as Ellsworth lines up for a corner kick.
Yeah, once again, it's Bowles in the middle of the action, winning that corner. Here it is, delivered in by the Eagles. First connection was made there by Hermon and out of play, so set it back up and do it again.
That is number 6, Maya Coffin, the person taking the corner kick.
Coffin's delivery comes short this time, almost met an eagle, gets through a couple, poked in, and another goal. Ellsworth out to a 2-0 start, and that one belongs to the captain.
I'm looking there. It could be Lily Bean, number 10.
It is, hang on, almost beyond our
It is
view.
number 10. It
is, in fact.
Bean, who's another returning veteran with strong credentials there. Hermon unable to clear, and Lily Bean reaches out, long right leg, and was able to get a solid shot on it in traffic. And
a powerful poke, I'm going to call that one.
And those goals came about 20 seconds apart.
Here's Hermon looking for a response after a quick start by the Eagles. Ella Johnson trying to take it wide, guarded closely there by Lainey Ray, who knocks her off the ball and then plays it off of Johnson and out of play for an Ellsworth goal kick.
Well, that wasn't what I expected at the outset of the game here. That's not to say it won't get closer, but Ellsworth just jumping on top early. Controlled the ball at their end on a couple of possessions and cashed in both times.
Hermon giving chase there. A throw in front of the Ellsworth stands. Eagles pressuring that ball right as it comes back in from the sideline.
Willie Bean, a midfielder for the Eagles. Bowles a forward, the 2 goal scorers. Maya Coffin, who took the corner kick, she was the second leading scorer a year ago. A little over 10 goals in the season, which reflects some balance on the part of Ellsworth. They had 35 from Bowles and Coffin and another 26 from the rest of the lineup.
Bowles made a nice run there. Her through ball just a little short. The Eagles jump back on it and send it down in the direction of Maya Coffin. Coffin taking it out wide, waiting for a teammate to make a supporting run. And her attempted cross takes a deflection. It's going to be a third corner already for the Eagles.
It's pretty good defense against Coffin by Olivia Johnston. One of the few seniors on the Hermon roster.
Corner brought in by the Eagles. Dangerous ball met first by the Hawks and cleared out of there by Peyton Garrett. Ellsworth once again attacking up that far side. Here comes Coffin. Her delivery into the box met by Aaron Selleck. Selleck able to clear. Now Hermon trying to get it out of the danger area. Gallup over there with the captain's armband. Playing it up the sideline and gets it back on a return ball. Now advancing further up the pitch to Madison Stewart. Back to Gallup. Met by a double team, but a nice job of splitting it before giving the ball away in the middle of the pitch. Abby Raydell, point guard of the basketball team, with the interception there, and she comes away hobbled a little bit, flexing that left knee.
Yeah, she's playing soccer for the first time since her freshman year as a senior for the Eagles.
And she is visibly hobbled out there right now around the 30-yard line, trying to shake off whatever happened on that last contact.
See, now in professional soccer, she would have gone to the ground.
Oh, God. All someone would have to do is breathe on her in professional soccer. Luckily.
Build them tougher here at the high school.
Yeah, the main high school athlete, a little tougher than the professional soccer player. Now Ellsworth does have a player down on the pitch, though, and I believe that is Raydell. She is being helped out by a couple of teammates trying to stretch out whatever the issue is. Meanwhile, Hermon continuing play at the other end of the pitch. So right now, the Hawks with an 11-on-9 advantage before the Eagles put the ball out of play so that Raydell can be attended to by a couple of teammates. And now,
yeah, they're going to
now the trainers are coming out onto the pitch.
Going to hold up the throw in by Hermon here to attend to Raydell.
And this will bring a stoppage in the action. While we have a moment, we'll take a timeout. Less than 9 minutes off the clock, just over 8 minutes, I should say. 8:11 off the clock. Already 2 goals belonging to the Eagles. Right back to Pottle Field after this on Ticket TV.
High school sports on Ticket TV is presented by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street, Bangor, and Wilson Street in Brewer. Greenway Equipment Sales. Nothing runs like a deer in Bangor and Ellsworth. Next Home Experience. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. Casella. Giving resources new life. Firehouse Subs. 920 Stillwater Avenue in Bangor. Levesque Business Solutions. Your one-stop source for office equipment and furniture. Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center. The official sports grill of Ticket TV. Varney Mazda, located at 260 Hogan Road in Bangor. Hidden Meadows Golf Course, where golf is for everyone. Dean's Detailing, the leader in auto detailing since 1971. And by Northeast Driving School, Greater Bangor's best driver's ed for 55 years.
Back at Pottle Field, where action is back underway, Abby Raydell jogged off the field under her own power before being helped over to the Ellsworth bench. Here's a chance for the Hermon Hawks. Johnson jumping into the picture, laying it off for a teammate, and unable to get the pace she wanted on the shot was, I believe that was Natalie Tardy.
Indeed it was.
Who had that ball laid off to, the junior.
Yep.
Teed up there, but a couple of Ellsworth Eagles in close quarters.
Ella Johnson kicks it back, and Tardy can't get a foot on it. Had a chance. If she was a leading scorer a year ago, or well, actually second leading goal scorer with 22 goals.
Hermon keeping on the pressure at this end of the pitch. Left-footed shot from range curls wide. Attempt made there by Peyton Garrett.
Yeah, nice left-footed shot there. A little bit more, too much of a hook on it to be on goal, but good effort there. Hermon on the offensive end trying to answer the early Ellsworth scoring surge.
Ticket TV coverage brought to you in part by Uno Pizzeria and Grill. Come check out the new patio in front of the restaurant at 725 Stillwater Avenue in Bangor. Right now you can buy one pizza while dining in and get a second one of lesser or equal value for half off. For takeout, call 947-5000 or order online at unos.com. And in the pregame, we brought you the program history. Those program histories presented by Acadia Federal Credit Union. Acadia FCU is a full-service financial institution with 8 branches, 3 of them in Bangor. Find out how Acadia can enrich your life at acadiafcu.org. Bowles jumps on the loose ball and springs a teammate down the sideline. Another shot here by the Eagles, and Balmus down to her knees to collect.
Yeah, Maya Coffin there taking the feed along the right sideline from Bowles and then getting off a pretty good shot, but Balmus had that one in her eyes from the moment it left the foot, made the straight ahead save.
Tardy there with a nice dribble to keep the move alive for the Hawks. They get it into the feet of Brooke Gallup, and now it's Tardy pulling up lame a little bit and flexing out the left leg. Here's a chance for Hermon in the box.
Oh.
And a bit of a stumble at the back there from Allie Bivens, but in the end, no harm, no foul as she goes down to collect the ball off the attempt from Madison Stewart.
I'll have to watch Tardy. I think she might have had her left
She
thigh wrap.
She has a wrap of some sort
Yeah.
on that left thigh. And you could see as she was trying to get around an Ellsworth player, pulled up a little bit. Ellsworth thumps it up the pitch in the direction of Bowles. A heavy first touch allows Hermon to jump back on the ball. 11 and a half minutes gone so far in this contest. And you'd have to say that really the Hawks have had more possession. They've kept the ball at their end. It was just that early flurry from the Eagles that saw Ellsworth jump out to a 2-0 lead.
They got out there the first 2 or 3 minutes and bang, bang, and it startled the Hawks. Again, the Hawks playing their first game of the season. Ellsworth with a game under their belts, and they caught them right off from the start. But since then, it's been much, been to Hermon's advantage here over the last 5-6 minutes.
Ellsworth played their first game last Friday, a 4-0 victory over Presque Isle. Ella Johnson backtracking to deny the Eagles.
Yeah, Ellsworth is dangerous on the counterattack, though, and the other team, in this case Hermon, does have possession for a while.
Jordan with a touch, getting it into the middle to Bowles. She gets around a couple, left-footed shot through, and collected by Balmus.
Good work by Bowles to get through the defense. There's 3 of them that she got through, powered through them, but they were on her right foot, had to go for the left foot, and again, Balmus right there in good position to make the save.
Ellsworth knocks it down that far sideline again. That's been their favored route of attack in the early going. Balmus sends it down to Gallup. Gallup forward for Stewart. Stewart, a through ball. Back to Tardy. Left-footed shot comes in and fizzes just beyond the far post. A tough angle for Tardy, but she made it close with that attempt.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that left leg with a wrap on it here. Watch this. She positions herself ahead of the defender and then comes off with a left foot just wide. Bivens with a dive. Not sure if she had it covered or not, but ball went wide of the far post, and just missing is Natalie Tardy, who was a sniper out there on offense.
Ellsworth knocks it up the sideline as far as Johnston over at the left back position. Ellsworth jumps on the loose ball and sends it up the pitch to get a little breathing room. Played down by Ryan and given away to Ellsworth. Got a whistle out here on the pitch now, and
going to be Ellsworth ball.
Yeah, free kick. Didn't see.
Some pretty good work by Maya Lancaster, number 4, over on that right wing to chase down the ball ahead of the Ellsworth player trying to make the run down the wing, but it's going to go back to the Eagles here.
Free kick comes in into the area. Balmus with a bobble up to her defense to clear it, and they do. Now brought back in. A deflection off of Bowles, only as far out as Whitney Jordan. Now another delivery too far over the head of Bowles and collected off the turf by Balmus. Her throw comes out to about the 40-yard line where it finds Natalie Tardy. Tardy trying to stomp on the ball. Knocked back to Ryan. Ryan over to Gallup. Heavy first touch allows the Eagles to come away with possession. Bean and Garrett in a battle for possession in the midfield. Now it's Bean and Tardy. Pass from Balmus intercepted by Bowles. Ellsworth trying to counter quickly. Bowles shouldered off the ball. And a free kick awarded here. I have to think this is in shooting range if the Eagles want it to be.
Bowles just so strong there. Pretty good effort by, I believe it was Ella Johnson, to kind of try to keep her under wraps, but ultimately got the whistle, and now the shot will be taken. It's
now it's backed up to the 25, so maybe not.
It's 35 yards to the goal line here.
Standing over the ball is that Emily King?
Number 16, senior defender.
King waiting for the whistle. 5 white shirts parked at the outside of the box, and she is going to go for goal and puts it through the uprights. A little too much behind that right-footed effort.
Yeah, plenty of distance there. Balma's pretty tall. I believe she's over 6 feet tall, playing in goal for Hermon, so it's not a case where you're going to be able to sneak one over the top necessarily quite as easily as you might with a shorter goalkeeper out there.
Ticket TV coverage brought to you by Loring Job Corps. Don't settle for training just to get a job. Get training that results in a career at Loring Job Corps. Visit jobcorps.gov. Coverage also brought to you by Angelo Pizzeria. If you're in the mood for mouth-watering pizza or Italian food made from fresh ingredients, come to Angelo's Pizzeria in Bangor and in Hamden. Ellsworth back on the ball. Maya Coffin taking it down the far sideline, now putting on the brakes and playing it back. Ellsworth with a delivery to Bowles. Unable to bring down the first touch. Hermon pokes it away. Giving chase is Bean. Bean dispossessed. And another takeaway there by Ella Johnson. Hermon trying to get the ball out of this attacking area. Bean plays it over to Coffin. A little stumble as she turns around Ella Johnson. A shot there off the near post. Careens back into the middle of the box. Hermon with a clearance. Now the Eagles trying to push it forward again, and Bean and her teammate just not on the same page there.
Well, and Atherton was risking being offsides there as well, so she couldn't go chase the ball down. She was ahead of the defender, or even with the defender at that point.
Hermon launches that ball out of play for a hawk throw. Lila Ryan bringing it back in. Garrett pass ahead to Tardy. Give and go with Johnson. Trying to get it back to Johnson and unable to. Tardy collects the loose ball. Back on it here. Garrett switches play. Garrett finds Tardy, trying to find a teammate on the diagonal. Madison Stewart, the ball was out in front and had a play for an Ellsworth goal kick.
You mentioned Tardy with 22 goals and 20 assists last year. Madison Stewart, 24 goals, 19 assists last year. So there's a tandem, working in tandem on that play. Couldn't quite make the connection for the shot.
Our coverage brought to you in part by Black Fly Coffee Company. Start your day off with Black Fly Coffee, a local coffee shop with drive-through mobile ordering, serving the best coffee in the area, along with bagels, bakery items, donuts, and fresh squeezed lemonade at 107 Main Road in Holden, just across the Brewer line. Heavy challenge there. A couple of bodies coming together, with Bean ending up on top of Gallup, and it'll be a Hermon free kick inside the 40-yard line.
That call goes against Ellsworth there, and Gallup, who just there's such a stabilizing force in the middle of the field for Ellsworth, for Hermon. It seems like when she gets her foot on the ball, things become patient.
Gallup pops one up, and it forced Bivens to have to come out of goal to deal with it. Halfway through this first half with the Ellsworth Eagles leading Hermon 2-0.
Yeah, good read there by Bivens. Didn't have much time to react to the kick that was going to get all the way through and actually beat any Hermon player with designs on getting a foot on it.
Hermon trying to pass it away from the Eagles. Gallup throwing her body on the line just to advance the ball down the pitch. And that ball
called out on the sideline, so Hermon with the throw-in.
Eagles ready to make a triple change, but not yet. Have to wait until the next stoppage. Nice move there by Garrett. Garrett finds Gallup, then cut off by the Ellsworth defense. Thumped upfield. Bowles is giving chase, as are a couple of Hermon defenders. The first to get there will be Aaron Selleck. Selleck sends it up the sideline where it's cut off by Atherton. Atherton over to Bean in the middle of the pitch. Now gets it across the way to Kelsey Lambert. Actually, that was Maya Coffin, wasn't it, in the middle?
She didn't see the player coming up on her right, and that kind of foiled that play before Coffin could get a shot off.
Gallup trying to advance it in the other direction. Stepping through, a nice challenge by Maya Lancaster. Heavy touch by Stewart allows Ellsworth to clear it to the other end. Ellsworth pouncing on the ball in the midfield. Bowles trying to bring it under her control, but dispossessed by Garrett. Now over to Coffin, off and running down that right side. Her cross scooped off the turf by Balmus.
Good idea by Coffin there, knowing she didn't have a lot of time. Just put the ball on goal and make Balmus make the play. 6 saves now for Balmus in goal.
Tardy wins the ball back for the Hawks. Nice move by Johnson. Now Tardy trying to return it to Johnson, but off of her heel. Coverage on Ticket TV brought to you in part by Dorsey Furniture. Find Dorsey at Route 1A in Holden, and you can check out their top pick Eastman House Queen mattresses in 5 comfort levels on sale now, starting at just $6.99. Hawks trying to get that delivery in. Lancaster cut off in the corner, now dispossessed, and Ellsworth able to just knock it up for a throw.
Yeah, good pressure there by Lancaster to force that throw in from deep in the offensive end for Hermon.
The Hawks bring it back in. Lancaster stops the ball, now plays it out.
Lancaster just a freshman, by the way. She's come in, again, her first varsity game, first high school game, and has been a factor over on that far side.
Cleared down the pitch by Ellsworth. It's Bowles giving chase. And a late whistle comes in after a shove from Bowles. It'll be a Hawk free kick along that far side.
Sometimes you wait to see advantage and disadvantage, and that was kind of a prime example of that.
Hermon knocks it across midfield, but back here with Atherton. Sent forward by Ellsworth and out of play.
Bowles, a junior, her brother Hunter, a senior, scored a goal for the Ellsworth boys team last night on a blistering shot from about 30 yards out.
Nice job there by Tardy jumping into the picture to steal the ball away over to Johnson. Johnson trying to carve her way through the defense, passes it off to Gallup at the 45. Gallup, a left-footed through ball. Can Johnson get there? No, as Bivens comes out of goal.
Yeah, that's a good look there by Hermon there. You see if one of your wings can run down those balls that time, just almost, but not quite.
Johnson trying to keep the Eagles away from it. Atherton jumps onto a loose ball, but dispossessed by Maddie Muth. Maddie switches the play over to Lancaster, nearly sneaking one through there to Stewart. Stewart back on it, has her left-footed shot blocked down. And now it's Johnston going over to retrieve the loose ball. Out of play into the Hermon bench. Actually, that's the Ellsworth bench down there, getting my colors crossed up.
The other blue.
Inside of the final quarter hour here in the first half. Gallup with a right-footed attempt. That ball kind of took off the further away from her that it got, but Bivens goes down to stop it. We get a second here. We'll show you the school profiles for both of these teams.
Oh, yeah. Handball there on number 6. Olivia Johnston.
Handball, the perfect time for a stoppage, and here is Ellsworth High School.
491 the enrollment. Dan Clifford, the principal, and Josh Frost, the athletic administrator for the Eagles. And did you know Tim Sylvier was a former UFC heavyweight champion, actually two-time heavyweight champion back in the early days of the UFC. He was born in Ellsworth and even went by the name The Maniac when he fought.
Speaking your language now on the Did You Knows.
Lived in Eastbrook at one point. Don't know where he is now. Then the Hermon High School. 584, the enrollment. Principal Brian Walsh, athletic administrator Rick Sinclair for the Hawks. Did you know Dana White, speaking of the UFC, graduated from Hermon High School in 1987, spent his senior year up here. And he is the current president of the Ultimate Fighting Championship, the UFC. Comes up here several times a year, has a house in Levant. And actually bought the scoreboard that you see out beyond the fences here.
Thrown in here by the Eagles, trying to add one more before they get to the half. You see the strength of Bowles on full display as she holds off one defender with her right arm and two others on her left shoulder. The ball cleared out of play by the Hawks. Be thrown back in by Bean in the direction of Bowles, headed out. Plenty of blue shirts behind that ball. And now Hermon clears it up the pitch.
Yeah, you see, though, Hermon, though, on those restarts, it's the same with a corner kick at the end there. They send 2 or 3 defenders to Bowles because she is so strong, and she can get the ball on her foot. She can block the defenders away from her in order to set up a shot with either leg.
Uses some of that boxing out action that comes in handy in the winter. Free kick here awarded to the Eagles. 12 minutes remaining in this first half of play. A reminder, coming up at the half, we'll have first half highlights, scoring, and first half recap, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up the rest of the week on Ticket TV. Brought in Bowles' direction, but a hop into the midsection of Balmus.
A pretty good kick there by Kennedy Lambert. On one hop, Bowles couldn't quite get to it in time. Good threat, though, from the Eagles off the free kick.
Given away in the middle of the field to Ellsworth. Up ahead to Bowles. Heavy first touch, but she tracks it down. A right-footed shot rolled back to Balmus. A little bit of a bobble, but she scoops it back up before an Eagle can come into the picture. Ticket TV coverage brought to you in part by Novus Auto Glass. Give them a call today at 945-6488 to get your windshield repaired or replaced. We're also brought to you by Bangor Window Shade and Drapery, offering custom blinds, shades, drapery, and outdoor awnings. It's Bangor Window Shade at 105 Main Street in Bangor. It's been a well-contested game since those first 3 minutes or so when the Ellsworth Eagles jumped out to a quick 2-0 lead.
A couple of goals about 30 seconds apart there by Lizzie Bowles and Lily Bean.
Johnson attacking down the near sideline right in front of our field cam. The ball rolls out of play. Good hand there from the home crowd. Encouraging Hermon to make their way up the pitch. A slip here, and it looks like we got a hawk down on the field now. Bouncing right back up is Garrett.
I think he was frustrated. He felt like she got hit from behind on that. Play on.
Out wide, it's Lancaster with the ball. Now Stewart. Gallup over to Garrett. Teammates coming up on supporting runs. They go to Gallup through the middle. And Ellsworth able to knock it back down the pitch.
Look at Bowles. Challenging the ball, trying to force a mistake.
Keeping the pressure on, not making it easy for Hermon to try to recycle and start anew. Lancaster chasing down that long ball across the field. Lancaster, a delivery back to the middle. Stewart with a touch. Stewart has it. She's got a teammate in support. It's Tardy, and she puts it through the uprights.
Nice unselfish play there by Stewart.
That was the classic, you lean back in a soccer shot, and the ball takes off.
Yep. Defender got just in her eyesight enough to force her to change a little bit, and when she looked up and then kicked, that's what happens. But some good effort, good work there by both Stewart and Tardif to set up that opportunity.
They have one of the better scoring chances that Hermon's had in this first half.
Larry Mahoney with a save over there.
Look at that.
On the bench.
Tell me that's not Santa Claus getting his final minutes of summer vacation out of the way?
Oh, Larry doesn't take vacation.
That's true. Inside the final 8.5 here in the first half, as that one's played back in the direction of Bivens. With UMaine Online, the University of Maine offers 60-plus online degrees and certificate programs through the state's flagship university. Apply now at umaine.edu/online.
Peyton Garrett, number 8, another freshman for MJ Ball and the Hermon Hawks. So they're getting some key contributions from some young players who only figure to improve with the more varsity experience that they get.
This Hermon Hawks program has been at it for about a decade and a half now. They don't rebuild. They just retool, and it's back at it.
Yeah, we do. We look at their varsity at 20 on the varsity, 14 on the JV, so they've got 34 high school players, six freshmen on the varsity, 12 freshmen on the 14-player JV roster, 12 freshmen, 2 sophomores. So there's, 6 and 12, 18 freshmen, 18 first-year players in the program right now.
Tardy with it. Tardy from distance trying to curl it to the far post and just beyond.
Boy, she's been close a couple of times here.
Trying to dial it in.
Yes.
She had the other effort off a left foot, trying to come across the face of goal. They just missed that far post as well.
Yeah, you can make the case since that opening flurry by Ellsworth that this has been an even game at the most, and Hermon has had quite a bit of control.
Yeah, I'd really almost give Hermon the edge as far as possession and attack in this first half. You look at the scoreboard, and it's 2-0 in favor of the Eagles. A wrestling match taking place in the middle of the field. No calls being made as the ball fizzes out wide to Johnson. Johnson around the first defender, playing it back to Garrett. Garrett takes it to the midfield. Passed back to Johnston. Johnston up ahead. Stewart trying to leave a defender behind. Ellsworth trying to get the ball out of there. It's Stewart back on it with her left foot. Gets it over to Tardy. Tardy has her shot deflected and out of play. And that's going to be a Hermon corner. No, it is not. They say deflection, last touch by the Hawks. So out of play for a goal kick.
Shortchanging Ella Johnson, number 5, who's very quick on the wing. She's also a first-year player. Let's see, they had 3 freshmen in the starting lineup, and then Maya Lancaster came in shortly after and has been in ever since.
A couple of Hawks running into each other there, and Olivia Johnston and Aaron Selleck, but Hermon still able to get the ball out of play.
Let's see if they call that a... That's going to be a
No,
free
that
kick.
is a
That's
free
going to be
kick,
a
all right.
push on Bowles against Lancaster.
5 minutes remaining in this first half. Instruction from MJ Ball in the bench as that one's sent up the pitch. North Star Waste and Recycling is conveniently located at 198 Dirigo Drive in Brewer. At North Star, they are picking up what you are putting down. Ticket TV coverage also brought to you in part by Bennett Auto Center. Experience the Bennett Auto Center difference at 99 Thatcher Street in Bangor and at BennettAutoCenter.com.
Bowles went down that time, and call went against Hermon. So, free kick from midfield.
Out of play deep at the other end of the field, and get a goal kick going in the opposite direction. Hermon popping this one up in the direction of Johnson and off her foot out of play. So now Raydell bringing it in.
Back into the game. I don't know how long she's been back in, but good to see that. She was out with an injury here early on.
She immediately was looking right in the direction of Elizabeth Bowles, a connection that we see all throughout the winter on the basketball court. Here's Hermon jumping onto a loose ball around the 35-yard line. Garrett sends it up the pitch in the direction of Tardy, dealt with by Ellsworth at the back line. And volleyed back across midfield to Bowles. Bowles with a collision. Two players go down. Free kick given to the Hawks. And once again, Elizabeth Bowles with the physical play.
Yeah, a little bit of a trip. I think fairly accidental there, but pretty physical. She was behind the Hermon player trying to get back to the ball, but good call, and the Hawks take over.
I think I saw a mouth guard end up on the pitch in the middle of that replay, which of course are not required by the MPA anymore.
Recommended, highly recommended, but they're optional now. Maine was the last state in the union to require them at the high school level. And the Friday before or the day of the start of the season, the MPA management committee voted to follow along with the recommendations of the soccer committee and the sports medicine committee and change the rule, much to the delight of most of the players. Of course, you get somebody like Steph Curry who always wear a...
just need a little something to chew on.
Yeah, just going to have a little... Beats chewing gum, he says.
You know, as someone who played youth sports all the way through, from elementary school through high school, had to deal with mouth guards all the time, never got why, specifically the NBA guys, they'll always toss it in their sock to keep on, hang on to it if they're on the bench or they don't need it at the moment. That one, it just doesn't sit well with me.
Yeah. I'm so old we didn't have to worry about those things. We just made the best without them.
Out of play along the far side with 90 seconds remaining in this first half. Ellsworth trying to see the 2-goal lead to the break. Gallup and the Hawks trying to mount one final attack here. They send it back up the middle. Stopped by Bean. Bowles trying to jump on a loose ball, and now Ellsworth comes away with it. Coffin up ahead to Clough. Dangerous moments at the back for the Hawks, but coming out of goal is Balmus. Tiller and Rye is a local grocer located at 20 South Main Street in Brewer that is proud to offer products from right here in the great state of Gallup now with 40 seconds, just inside the 40-yard line. Her pass intercepted. Ellsworth sending it deep the other way.
Yeah, I think they're probably content to go into the break with a 2-goal lead. The Eagles are. Let's see if they can get something here.
Bowles jumping on a loose ball, rolling it over to Clough. Clough shouldered to the ground. Nothing there, says the referee. Down to 10 seconds as Hermon brings it back towards the midfield. One final dispossession, and that's how the first half comes to a close here at Pottle Field. It was a frantic start by the Ellsworth Eagles, 2 goals in the game's opening moments. Since then, both teams settled in, and after the first 40, it's Ellsworth 2, Hermon 0. This is high school soccer on Ticket TV.
Nothing runs like a deer.
And nobody knows better than our loyal customers.
Since 1994, our family has proudly sold and serviced John Deere products. Our customers know that quality and reliability set John Deere apart.
And right now at Greenway, take advantage of this offer.
Get 0% APR fixed rate financing for 60 months on a John Deere compact utility tractor with a 6-year powertrain warranty.
For more offers, go to greenwayequipment.com.
See the Smith Brothers today at Greenway Equipment Sales, Ellsworth and Bangor.
Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center offers fantastic food and drinks in a fun, family-friendly atmosphere with 29 flat-screen TVs for your sports viewing pleasure and an arcade with prizes for the whole family to enjoy. Whether you're looking for a drink at the bar while watching your favorite sports team or trying to find a place to bring the family for a great meal out, Heroes is the place to be. Heroes also offers takeout or catering for any event in the Bangor area, large or small.
Come for the food.
Stay for the friends.
Hey you! Yes, you! Are you between the ages of 16 and 24 trying to plan your future? Let the dedicated team at Job Corps get you headed in the right direction. Earn your diploma or get certified in a vocation in less than a year. Call today to change your life.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. So at Firehouse Subs, we don't just make subs. We make subs that are big, bold, and craveable. We make our subs differently because our subs make a difference. Like our spicy Cajun chicken with Cajun seasoned grilled chicken breast and a house-made Cajun mayo. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
Visit 920 Stillwater Avenue.
He can't catch a football, but he can fetch you a home. Catch Luke at Next Home Experience.
Thank you for helping us have a great start in 2023.
When we started, we wanted to make sure that North Star could help everyone's needs, whether you own a business, you're a homeowner, or a contractor.
Or you have a big project that you need a big dumpster for.
We have what you need. Front-load dumpsters, roll-offs, and our transfer station, and so much more.
And the best part is, our prices are unbelievable. If you don't have one of these, you're paying too much.
So who cares if your trash gets picked up? At North Star Waste and Recycling, we care.
Back here at Pottle Field, and we welcome you into the halftime show here on Ticket TV. You see the score right there. It's Ellsworth 2 and Hermon 0. This is the Ticket TV halftime show. Mark Paulette alongside Ernie Clark. Time now to first get you a shot of that fan cam. Fan cam brought to you by University of Maine Athletics. Ernie, we were just talking about the football game coming up on Saturday for the Black Bears. Maine returning home to open the conference against Monmouth, former quarterback Derek Robertson. If you want to attend that contest, call 207-581-BEAR to secure your tickets today. You can also go online to goblackbears.com/tickets. All right, let's get you the first half highlights from this one tonight. The first 40 belonging to the Ellsworth Eagles. Highlights brought to you by Next Home Experience. This is the Heroes Halftime Show. And let's get rolling on those highlights.
Yes, this is a return clear into the center, and Bombs couldn't come up with it, and Lizzie Bowles got the back of her right foot on the ball and nestled in the goal, and about 30 seconds later, off a corner kick, Lily Bean gained control of a loose ball and blasted a quick shot in, and Ellsworth had almost an instant 2-0 lead. Ball gets loose on the free kick here. Here's number 16, Emily King, with a free kick attempt that went long.
Good opportunity there for Tardy.
Yep, Stewart to Tardy, but over the top, and it's 2-0. Shots in the first half, shots on goal, I should say. Ellsworth 10, Hermon 4. Saves are Balmus with 8 for Hermon, and Allie Bivens with 4 for Ellsworth, and 3 corner kicks for the Eagles. And it's a 2-0 game that, I think we agree the last 30 minutes of it was
very even.
Very even, if not even a tinge of an edge perhaps for the Hawks. But Ellsworth's so dangerous at the offensive end with Bowles and Coffin, Stewart and Tardy getting their chances for Hermon as well. So I don't think we're done seeing scoring today. I say that, and nobody will score again. But so far so good for the Ellsworth defense. Played 3 halves, game and a half, and have yet to give up a goal.
Highlights brought to you by Next Home Experience, the market leader for the 3rd year in a row, and this is the Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center halftime show. Whether watching sports at the bar, taking the family out for a great meal and some fun, Heroes is the place to be. The official sports grill of Ticket TV in downtown Bangor and at herosportsgrill.com. Ticket TV coverage also brought to you in part by Liberty Olden, licensed insurance agent. Liberty is an independent agent who helps individuals and small businesses find the best plans that suit their needs. Call Liberty Olden at 217-8214. We're also brought to you in part by Bangor Tire Company. From a lawnmower to a skidder, Bangor Tire has you covered since 1927. The best in tires and service. Find it at 514 Colebrook Road in Hermon, just down the road from us here at Pottle Field, or at BangorTire.com. Take a time out here in the Heroes Halftime Show. When we come back, get you a look at the upcoming broadcast schedule the rest of the week on Ticket TV. It's Ellsworth 2, Hermon 0. We're inching towards the start of the second half on Ticket TV.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, depend on the knowledge and experience of Hammond Lumber Company. Hammond's Home Planning Center will turn your ideas into accurate conceptual drawings, and 3D visualization is available. Your Hammond sales rep will prepare a materials list and cost estimate. And when you buy all of your materials from them, Hammond will refund all of your design fees. Hammond can deliver your order from any of their 22 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner since 1953.
Since 1966, Down East Toyota has been Eastern Maine's Toyota dealer. Although our look has changed, our commitment remains the same. We're dedicated to keeping you and your Toyota on the road. From safety and reliability to outstanding resale values, Toyota has earned your trust. And right now, buy our rugged workhorse truck, the Tundra, for a low 1.99% APR for up to 48 months. It's a nice new look, but we're just as proud of our old values. One family, one dealership, one outstanding brand. All roads lead to Down East.
Enhance your student-athlete's performance and get to the next level with Queen City Athletics in VZ. Our 7,000-square-foot facility that includes an indoor turf and weight room offers 24/7 gym access, personalized training, and programs year-round. From speed and agility, strength and conditioning, or sports-specific training, our expert trainers are ready to help athletes of all levels excel. Visit vz.queencityathletics.com or follow us on Facebook or Instagram to learn more and sign up today.
Sometimes life is a cluttered mess, but your car doesn't have to be. At Dean's Detailing, we have a variety of packages that will make your car look new again. Change your outlook. Book your appointment now at deansdetailing.com.
to my first Mazda. Thanks for always being there for me. Watch after your next owner as you have me.
Find your Mazda today at Varney Mazda in Bangor.
Back here at Pottle Field, we're just about 60 seconds away from the start of the second half. Ticket TV coverage brought to you in part by Pat's Pizza in Hamden. Whether you're playing or watching, football and soccer can work up quite an appetite. That's when it's time for Pat's Pizza on Main Road in Hamden. Call 947-6488 and visit Pat's Pizza at patspizzahamden.com. Also brought to you in part by Union Street Laundromat and Dry Cleaning. For over 30 years, Bangor's best dry cleaners. Ask about their military and senior citizen discounts. Open 7 to 7, 7 days a week at 1001 Union Street in Bangor. All right, Ernie, let's take a look at the upcoming broadcast the rest of the week on Ticket TV. We've been here at Pottle Field the last couple of nights for Hermon and Ellsworth. 3 days of football in front of us.
Yeah, it's a little American football the rest of the week. Thursday, tomorrow night, we'll be up at the University of Maine for Hamden Academy at John Baps. Hamden Academy coming off a win over Skowhegan in which, is it Andrew Cody?
Yes.
Senior, returned 3 kickoffs for touchdowns in the first half, then had a 46-yard pass reception in the second half as Hamden opened with a 32-21 win over Skowhegan. John Baps fell to Nokomis, also up at the University of Maine, by a count of 22-14 in another close game to open the season. Then on Friday, we have the reigning 8-man large school state champion, MDI, traveling to Orono to play the 8-man small school state champion, Red Riots. Then on Saturday, it's the Cauldron Cup, as it is known, as the 2 schools in America with the nickname of the Witches square off at historic Doyle Field in Salem, Massachusetts, against Brewer. That's a 1 o'clock start. And then next Monday, back to the soccer pitch for Bangor and Brewer girls soccer game at Cameron Stadium.
Second half is underway. A Hawk and an Eagle giving
Oh.
chase. A misplay at the back, but then collected by Balmus.
Yeah, Coffin let up there, assuming that Balmus was going to make the catch, and then she didn't. But quickly rebounded to pick it up. Prevent Ellsworth from striking early in the second half as they did in the first half.
Hermon hoping that attacking from right to left across your screen proves as fruitful as it did for Ellsworth early on in the first half.
They need to get a goal. I mean, they've threatened to score on a number of occasions, but they need to break through. If they break through and kind of cash in on some of the momentum they've started to develop as the game has gone on, that might have a chance to complete a comeback here.
Left-footed attempt wide of the far post by Peyton Garrett.
If Ellsworth gets the next goal, then it's a 3-goal game, and that would be very tough on the Hawks in terms of a comeback bid.
Hermon trying to keep the pressure on. Throw brought back in by Olivia Johnston. Garrett feeding it ahead to Ella Johnson. Johnson loses it out. Garrett trying to quickly win possession back for the Hawks. She does. That wrap for Tardy looks a little bigger on that left leg than it was in the first half.
It certainly is, and it's down lower as well.
Ellsworth working it up the sideline. That ball staying in the field of play and forcing Johnston to go chasing after.
No crown there. The ball was going to carry all the way to the end line in fair territory, so to speak.
Gallup battling to win possession. She does, and now gallops away from a couple of Eagle defenders. Through ball through the middle, though. It's picked off by Ellsworth. Here's Garrett shedding some sort of wrap of her own. Not sure where exactly that came from. She looks like a mummy out there at the moment as she's trying to unravel it.
It just keeps
just more and more coming.
That was thorough.
Now she loses it, tossing it to the sideline. As the ball gets cleared up towards the middle of the field to Elizabeth Bowles. Bowles pops one over the top. Balmus is way out of goal. She gives it up. Jumping on to the loose ball is Ellsworth. It gets stuck at their feet. Balmus is back in goal. Left-footed shot.
Wow.
And there she is, down on the knees to make the save. A big sigh of relief for Becca Balmus.
She knew exactly what she was doing.
Yeah, I mean, in the end, it's just your standard everyday save.
At 5 and 6, you had Kelsey Lambert and Maya Coffin there. Either one of them could have taken a shot, had a wide open net. Hermon did get 2 defenders back there in number 6. Olivia Johnston and number 10, Lila Ryan. Then finally the shot taken by Lambert, and Balmus with time to get back. Good hustle there to get back in position to make the save and keep it a 2-goal game.
I say Balmus gave the sigh of relief, but you could see Aaron Selleck as well in that replay, the defender. She let one out when that ball was collected by the keeper, and at the other end, it's Allie Bivens having to tip one over the crossbar to keep the clean sheet, at least for the time being, for the Eagles.
And here's Tardy right there, right foot from 25 yards out, and the left hand goes up for Bivens to block that shot away.
Corner here for the Hawks. It looks like Tardy down there to deliver, or is it? Might be Johnston. Tough to say. No, that is Tardy.
That's Tardy.
Tardy's cross comes in and meets the head of Garrett. Ellsworth trying to get it clear. Tardy jumps back onto the loose ball, and she's going to win a free kick for the Hawks.
Bowles coming back from her forward spot to try to help clear, but caught the right arm of Tardy and goes down, and so free kick from a dangerous spot here.
About 27 yards out as that ball is spotted right around the 17-yard line. I think that's Garrett behind it.
Indeed it is. Peyton Garrett.
And I think she asked for the referee to do a little measuring on that wall.
Well, you can count them off with a football field markers, so you can tell what's 10 yards pretty easily and without having to step it off.
Garrett runs up on it and puts it.
There's a whistle.
Whistle beforehand, and not sure if offsides with the call
maybe,
or if there was some pushing taking place in the box. Either way, it's an Ellsworth free kick.
Yeah, it's on Hermon, so Ellsworth will be able to clear. That was the best shot of the night for Hermon there by Tardy. That was ticketed under the crossbar, but Bivens came up big with that left hand, got that up in the air, and knocked it over the crossbar.
Frank's Bake Shop is family owned and operated, and they have been since 1945. Check out Frank's Meals to Go, convenient and delicious. And don't forget about those scrumptious baked goods that have made Frank's famous. Call 947-4594. It's Frank's Bake Shop, 199 State Street in Bangor, and at franksbakery.com. Coffin making the turn, continuing her run. 6-on-6 right there. Johnston catches up and forces Coffin to play it back. Now a looping ball played to the near post, collected by Balmus.
Little tricky because it didn't have as much on it as you thought by the effort on the shot, but Balmus read it correctly and came out to get it.
Well, Ernie, I'd say Hermon was listening to your keys at the half. They have certainly come out as the aggressor in this second half, looking for that first goal if there is one to be scored in this final 40.
Yeah, you have to take a chance or two to try to score here, and I'm not saying they're taking a ton of chances yet. They're just playing very well right now, picking up where they left off late in the first half.
With the Hawks turning up the tempo, it's the Eagles looking to counter. Trying to work it back into the middle of the pitch, but knocking the ball out of play for a throw down underneath the scoreboard.
These teams meet again on October 2nd down at Del Luz Stadium in Ellsworth. It'll be interesting to see that matchup and how the younger players, particularly for Hermon, how the ensuing 2 to 3 weeks will have helped them in terms of gaining experience at the varsity level.
Ellsworth keeping possession down there in the corner as the throw comes in to Bowles. Bowles trying to turn to her left, goes to the right instead. Cross played into the box, met first by Hermon. Kind of a sideways clearance and a deflection is going to set up an Ellsworth corner. 8 minutes off the clock in this second half. Bangor Mall Cinemas is Greater Bangor's favorite hometown theater and has been for over 40 years. They feature luxury recliners and an upgraded food menu. Find showtimes and reserve your seats at yourneighborhoodtheater.com. Cross brought in near the end line and out of play for a goal kick.
Today's the 11th, so that's 19 and 21 days, just 3 weeks from tonight, I guess, would be that second matchup.
Yeah, the
Ellsworth
return matchup.
between Hermon and I'm just thinking about, we've had 4 freshmen for Hermon, see a lot of action here, and they're going to benefit from the experience. Again, this is the opening game of the season for Hermon. Ellsworth's got one game to their credit already, a 4-0 win over Presque Isle last Friday. I also think, too, that Becca Ballmer's making her first start and goal. You have to be, knowing who you're playing, you have to be a little nervous at the start. And she seems to be playing much better now than she did in the opening minutes in terms of her confidence level.
Elizabeth Bowles just ran through Maddie Muth. No call on the field. Muth stays down as not only did she take a shot, the whiplash action after she hit the turf was pretty powerful as well, as the ball ended up rolling away. 30-27 frozen on the clock, and the Hermon trainers making their way out onto the pitch. So we will take a timeout and come back in a couple of moments here to Pottle Field with the Ellsworth Eagles leading the Hermon Hawks by a score of 2-0.
Your local family-owned McDonald's on Wilson Street in Brewer, Union Street and Main Street in Bangor are currently hiring new team members. Schedules that fit your life with full-time, part-time, and flexible schedules that adjust with your needs. Pair individualized schedules with tuition assistance to further your education. It's a great, future-focused combination. Apply today at jobs.mchire.com. Search for your locally owned McDonald's on Wilson Street, Union Street, and Main Street. Explore your future at jobs.mchire.com.
And football line.
Back here at Pottle Field, action is back underway. The injured Hawk helped off the field.
Yeah, no call on the play, by the way. That was a free kick for Ellsworth. Starting the play over again.
Looks like she's being stretched out over there in front of the Hermon bench. Our coverage brought to you in part by Doors Equipment, your local Kubota dealer. Doors can help you with all your equipment needs. Now offering $0 down, 0% APR for 84 months on select models. Visit doorsequipment.com. The ball rolls out of play, but Hermon with a throw in their attacking areas. Johnson goes over to bring it back in. Johnson tosses it in to Garrett. Garrett loses the ball away, and Ellsworth kicks it up the pitch to Bowles. Bowles tries to send one forward, but not beyond the Hermon back line. Here's Ellsworth on the attack. Coffin peels away. She's ahead of the pack.
Boy.
Can she get a shot away? Yes, she does. Balmas can't get down to stop it. And there's that first goal of the second half. It belongs to Maya Coffin and the Ellsworth Eagles, who now lead 3-0.
Yeah, she was able to get down the field this time without being pressured too much by Hermon. Nobody got really close enough to her. She's ahead of the field here, so she cuts in toward the goal rather than go out to the wing and try to center it, and just get set up for a low shot inside the near post that Balmas couldn't get down to.
Almost screened out, too, by the way her defenders were charging into the picture.
She was in a tough spot, and because Coffin really could do pretty much what she wanted to, and she nestled it in about, 6-8 feet inside that near post.
Hermon trying to get one back, sliding out as Bivens in front of Tardy to scoop the ball off the turf.
But that's the mark of a good team there in terms of Ellsworth to be able to capitalize on the counterattack after it appears like, you've been even at best over the course of, certainly the end of the first half and the first 10 minutes of the second half. That's for Coffin. That is her second goal of the season. She had one goal in the win over Presque Isle as well. Mentioned she was the second leading goal scorer behind Bowles for the Eagles last season.
Johnson with the ball at her feet, being pushed towards the sideline. It'll be a Hermon throw. Brought back into Garrett. Off her shin to Stewart. Get my rosters backwards here. Now Garrett once again with it. Backtracking, passing it up forward. That's Stewart giving chase to Johnson.
Yeah, it's going to go off Johnson. Yeah, she couldn't. Oh, they're going to give it to her. Okay, the ball was out before she touched it. It's just a hesitation on the whistle.
There's Gallup shielding her defender from the ball. Tardy gives it back to Gallup down towards that corner flag. Puts on the brakes. Right-footed cross comes in through the first player. Poked on goal and just wide of the far post. Nice job by Tessa Ewer trying to steer it into the back of the net.
Nice job there. Here's Gallup making things happen with that cross. Gets past the first attempt by Stewart, but there is Ewer there at the far post, but just wide across the goal mouth. Another good opportunity for the Hawks.
At the next stoppage, we'll send you off to a picture-in-picture break, so we'll keep an eye right here on the action at Pottle Field, but step away from the commentary for a few minutes to bring you some messages from our sponsors. Ellsworth sends the ball forward, and now Bowles trying to jump on it and turn around the defender. Bowles crossing over to her left foot, knocks the ball back into open space in the middle of the pitch. The Eagles trying to bring it forward. Clearance goes off the back of an Ellsworth player. Bean steps up and wins a free kick for the Eagles, so hang on. We'll bring you this action before sending it off.
Yeah, they were going to let it go until she went to the ground, and there's your advantage, disadvantage. Ball to Ellsworth for the free kick from 36 yards out, 26-yard line.
Free kick played in wide of that far post and collected by Balmas out of the air. And as Balmas boots it up the pitch, let's send you off to that break. We'll be right back here with the call from Pottle Field in a few moments on Ticket TV.
High school sports on Ticket TV is presented by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street, Bangor, and Wilson Street in Brewer. Greenway Equipment Sales. Nothing runs like a deer in Bangor and Ellsworth. Next Home Experience. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. Casella. Giving resources new life. Firehouse Subs. 920 Stillwater Avenue in Bangor. Levesque Business Solutions. Your one-stop source for office equipment and furniture. Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center. The official sports grill of Ticket TV. Varney Mazda, located at 260 Hogan Road in Bangor. Hidden Meadows Golf Course, where golf is for everyone. Dean's Detailing, the leader in auto detailing since 1971. And by Northeast Driving School, Greater Bangor's best driver's ed for 55 years.
Back at Pottle Field, Hermon Hawks with possession deep in the corner. Tardy dispossessed. That'll be a Hawk throw. Two Ellsworth Eagles make their way onto the pitch, along with one new Hawk as we dip inside the final 25 here tonight. Ellsworth in front, 3-0, and the Hawks looking for a way back through. You see a nice crowd lined up down there along the new fencing, one of the latest additions to the impressive sports complex here at Hermon High School.
That and the great-looking track out behind us and a big set of track bleachers. They're ready to host some championship track meets here once they get the final coat of paint put on the track, I believe it's the 18th, next Wednesday, a week from today is the schedule, so they'll be all ready to go next spring for track season.
Pretty wild how far this whole setup has come over the last 5 years or so, basically just from a open grass field up here to the beautiful turf that you see, as Ernie's talking about, an entire track complex now off behind us, as well as tennis fields and tennis courts, I should say, pickleball courts, everything getting an upgrade in Hermon.
And the school is relatively new, but it's 30 years old.
Yeah.
It's time flies when you're getting old. I can tell you that. And but they've really it's now called the Pottle Sports Complex as opposed to just Pottle Field, because you have multiple fields, and then of course on the other side of the school you have the softball field.
That free kick never came back into play, so Hermon gets to advance it from down at this end of the field. Long throw in from Garrett in the direction of Lancaster. She was busy in the first half off the bench. Here's Garrett again, passing it into the middle. Stewart trying to get it onto her right foot. Gets through a couple of defenders before a clearance out of there. Stewart winds up on the turf as the action heads in the other direction.
Yeah, you got to give credit to Ellsworth defensively as well, because Hermon does have playmakers. I mean, they're young in some areas, but they've got playmakers in Tardy and Stewart and Gallup, and yet they've been able to keep them off the scoreboard here for 60 minutes of playing time almost.
Tardy with the ball. It takes a deflection towards the back line and goal kick, I believe, with the referee pointing at Tardy, much to her dismay.
We just acknowledge the defenders for Ellsworth. Number 2, Kennedy Lambert. Number 4, Laney Ray. Number 11, Taylor Libby. And number 14, Sydney Libby.
Keeping a clean sheet to this point as Tardy knocks one around her defender, cross to the far post.
Boy.
And just out of the reach of Lancaster with the entire left side of the goal gaping.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of angle Tardy had for her own shot there, but again, just wide of the far post. She's been wide up of the far post by a small amount. I would hazard 4 times probably so far in the match.
Yeah, probably a few feet total difference between this game being level at 3-3 if Tardy could have dialed those in just a tad more as a whistle goes against the Hawks.
Yeah, it wasn't much contact, but two hands on the back gives the ball back to Ellsworth.
Here's a look at the live events. The rest of the week on the ticket. Red Sox and Orioles playing the rubber game of a 3-game series tonight at Fenway Park before the Sox head to the Bronx for 4 games this weekend. We'll have the Thursday, Friday, and Sunday calls for you. Saturday, it's Maine football, opening up conference play against Monmouth. 3:30 the kick, 3 o'clock is when the coverage starts. And then Sunday night football takes you to Houston. The Bears and the Texans, a couple of 1-0 teams doing battle there. Takeaway here by the Hawks, trying to work it up the sideline beneath us. Johnston continuing a nice run and getting it ahead to Tardy. Wave of support coming from the home fans as Tardy's pass is thumped in the other direction by Ellsworth. Ticket TV brought to you in part by Hillside Athletics. They're passionate about sports and feature cutting-edge equipment to help you better your game. Visit Hillside Athletics for a full list of equipment, services, and training packages. We're also brought to you in part by the Fitch Company, where you'll find experienced electrical and control systems engineers, field technicians, designers, and drafters ready to meet varied engineering challenges or handle projects. Visit thefitchcompany.com. And Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales is the home of the complimentary 6-month, 6,000-mile major component coverage plan. Route 1 in Hancock and at tonysfairwayauto.com. $20 minutes remaining tonight in Hermon. On the scoreboard, it's been all Ellsworth so far, though the play on the pitch would suggest a much closer contest.
Well, but you consider the fact that Ellsworth returned 9 starters from last year's regional championship team, and Hermon started 3 freshmen, 2 sophomores, 4 juniors, and 2 seniors.
The quality of that final touch is the difference in this one tonight.
That experience pays off, enables you to maybe to capitalize on some things a little bit easier based on anticipation built up over years of playing.
Tardy has her pass intercepted. Gallup tried to keep it down at this end. Oh, a big collision around the 30-yard line with shins coming together. Ball makes its way out of play. Garrett and Coffin just grin and go on with their business. Grit is the word that I meant to say.
Going to kick. Ball goes out of bounds off Hermon, off the shin of the defender, Garrett.
Nice shot from our field cam down there, but the action right in front. Hermon trying to play this one along the back line, and now the ball at the feet of Gallup. Gallup trying to split defenders and now pulling away, showing off her speed ahead to Tardy. A nice through ball. Tardy onto the right foot. Her shot once again just couldn't get the curl to the far post.
Yeah, a little frustration there, a little snake bit. She's so close on that. That was a great play set up by Brooke Gallup, who just carries the ball up the middle of the field, sees Tardy ahead of her, streaking down the middle as well. Got the ball with two defenders on her, but quick shot.
Just got a little away from the right foot there. You saw her trying to wrap that leg around the ball.
Yep, just missed. But it's a difference kind of in that experience, what makes me kind of looking forward to that second matchup of the season to see, in particular with Hermon, how much improvement they've made over the course of the 3 weeks and probably half dozen games between then and now.
Yeah, busy schedule from here on in for the Hawks.
Yeah.
With this being their season opener tonight.
Yeah, no more gap in their schedule. They'll play a regular, kind of like I wouldn't say Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday necessarily, but it's something like that.
Coverage on Ticket TV brought to you in part by The Growing Place. Help families grow for less and polish your home for a style and fraction polish your home and style for a fraction of retail costs. Check them out first. Check them out often. Do Green. Sustainability is always trending at 548 Hammond Street in Bangor. Retreating there is Aaron Selleck and playing it out wide. Ticket TV also brought to you in part by the Coach House Restaurant as Hermon starts a move down the pitch. Garrett takes it to the sideline where it's knocked out by the Eagles. The Coach House is your stop for home-style cooking, homemade desserts, and experience-friendly staff. Takeout available at 457 Wilson Street in Brewer and at thecoachhouserestaurant.com. Both teams making a substitution with just inside of 17 minutes remaining in this contest. Game number 1 for the Hawks, number 2 for the Ellsworth Eagles. Take a look at the upcoming schedules here for both these teams in a moment. First, a throw by Hermon.
Maddie Muth back in the game. She had been injured earlier on and had to come out of the game after a stoppage.
Special delivery here in the booth, Ernie. Had to have my spare key brought up.
Oh, okay.
Because the main set is locked in my back seat.
Oh, at least your spare key is within
driving distance to Pottle Field.
Yeah.
That is quite helpful. Otherwise, I don't know. I guess I'd just be waiting for our next broadcast from Hermon.
My spare key is AAA.
Ticket TV brought to you in part by Betty's Ice Cream. If you're looking for a sweet treat, head to Betty's Ice Cream, where they serve up homemade ice cream and creamy milkshakes along with paletas and manganadas. Conveniently located at 1012 Stillwater Avenue, right behind Town Fair Tire. Open from noon to 8:30 Monday through Sunday.
I can tell these first-year players for Hermon have played together.
Yeah.
In the youth leagues and probably the travel team leagues and things like that. There was a play right there where Lancaster and Garrett were they knew what each one was going to do, and play didn't work, but you could see the teamwork involved there.
Ticket TV also brought to you in part by Tossie's Checkout Convenience Store. Groceries, gas, and great food to go. Tossie's Checkout, 1492 Pushar Road in Glenburn. Chance here. Tardy goes for the cross instead of the shot. Saved initially. Does the ball get in? Yes, it does. The Hawks have their first goal of the season, and it belongs to Madison Stewart.
14-17 left. Pass in, I believe it was Garrett to Tardy, and then wasn't sure if that was a shot initially or a cross, but Stewart was right there at the far post.
First goal of the season for the Hermon Hawks. Gets a nice reception from the home crowd, and it should set up a pretty entertaining final 14 minutes and 17 seconds. Again, of what has been a tightly contested match here between the Eagles and the Hawks, with Hermon finding their footing as it goes along.
That makes that goal by Coffin earlier in the half all the more important, as it remains a 2-goal advantage for Ellsworth. But you're seeing, in some respects, you're seeing Hermon kind of grow right in front of your eyes here as they've improved from the start of the game to this point, and finally gets one on the board.
Hawks with signs of life. They have a throw here in their attacking area. Ball brought into Garrett. Garrett slamming on the brakes to shed one defender, looking for a little help. Gets it back into the feet of her captain, Brooke Gallup. Gallup towards the middle of the pitch. Shot from distance right at Allie Bivens. Collected calmly by the sophomore in goal.
Yeah, there's Gallup, who's become more and more of a factor here in the late going as well.
Rise Co-working and Collaboration is your go-to if you're looking for the perfect meeting space. As the Hawks on the attack again, Tardy shot, got a better part of the defender down there and out for a Hermon throw.
Taylor Libby there with a nice block there. That was a dangerous position for Tardy once again, but Libby gave up her body to block the shot.
Quickly wrapping up there on Rise Co-working, your go-to destination for business gatherings, co-working and collaboration where business meets convenience, just off I-395 in Bangor and at risemaine.com. Chance here for the Hawks to deliver one into the box. It's Gallup over there. 6 blue shirts inside that 18-yard box right now. Well, 7 in there. 1 steps outside. Gallup's delivery comes in. Dangerous ball through. Cleared out by the Eagles.
Yeah, Stewart nearly got a head on that as it was going through.
Hermon keeping the pressure. Lancaster taking it down the flank. Cross in and unable to get a ball squarely on goal that time. Was that Muth with the deflection out of play?
I think so, number 9.
Yes, it was.
Again, good pressure by the Hawks.
Well, we have a moment. Let's show you the upcoming schedules here. First, for the visitors from Ellsworth, this is what is in front of the Eagles.
Yes, they head to the county on Saturday to play the Caribou Vikings and then host Class A Brewer next Wednesday. John Babs the following Saturday, the 21st, and then the Hancock County rivalry game with the MDI down on the island on Tuesday, September the 24th.
Nice job here by Cameron Clough to win away possession for the Eagles. Here's what's coming up for the Hawks.
Yeah, the Hawks will host Old Town on Saturday. And then they'll head to Class A Hamden on Thursday the 19th, and then host Caribou on Saturday the 21st, and travel to Bangor to play John Babs on the 25th. Pair of games you'll be able to see right here on Ticket TV before they host Hermon on Saturday, September the 28th.
Those schedules brought to you by Hidden Meadows Golf Course, featuring the Par Bar and Bogey Grill, a 300-yard driving range, a fully stocked pro shop, and a 9-hole course that fits your game regardless of skill level. It's Hidden Meadows Golf Course, where golf is for everyone. 10.5 minutes remaining here in Hermon. A whistle with that ball in the air, and some sort of fault with the referee pointing back towards this end. Did she come outside of the box?
I think she might have, because she's standing right in front of it.
She is, oh boy.
The follow through. took her out, and is that?
That is a penalty, is it not? No, they're placing the ball right on the edge of the 18-yard box. So a free kick for the Eagles.
And the line has to get 10 yards back, right? So
back to the 8.
They have to move, yeah. Well, that's almost like I don't know what the rule is there, but it's a bit of a break if she indeed stepped over the line before she kicked.
I believe at the professional level that turns into a penalty kick. Here at the high school level, that ball being put on the edge of the 18-yard box. And a shot comes through and into the bottom corner. And Ellsworth with the dagger inside of 10 minutes remaining. The Eagles get their 4th goal of the night.
I think that's Maya Coffin again.
Look at her just pass this one into that bottom corner underneath the wall. Nothing Balmus could do.
Yeah, the wall jumped, and it's almost like she kicked it underneath where they had just left. And it snuck into the far corner, the right corner.
Coffin with her second. She's got the last 2. 51st and 71st minutes. And Ellsworth has all the breathing room that they will likely need tonight in Hermon.
Yep, 2 goals in this half by Coffin. She now has 3 on the season. She and Lizzie Bowles each with 3 on the season to lead Ellsworth in that category. Ellsworth now with 8 goals in their first 2 games.
Here comes Hermon looking for another. Gallup passing it forward to Stewart. It winds up getting all the way through to Tardy, who knocks it into the path of Bivens. And the sophomore falls on top.
Yeah, she's played a nice game. Even in the goal she gave up, she did everything she could to prevent it there, but it just had momentum working against her on the goal. And that time she came out and essentially beat Tardy to the ball, sacrificed her body in doing so. But you take that last goal that Ellsworth just scored. I mean, that's another kind of experience thing, too. You've got a first-year varsity goalie. She won't do that again.
Here is Lancaster continuing the run for the Hawks all the way to the end line. She's calling for a corner. That's what they're going to get.
Yeah, let's see if there's...
Hermon fans want a little something extra.
It is going to be a corner. Ellsworth, some contact there as both players were going to the end line.
6 players in the box for the Hawks as the corner is brought in. First to it is Ellsworth, knocking it up the pitch. And what is the call there? Continuation foul going against the Hawks? Are they saying from back deeper in the play? Or
is it possible an offside call when she gained possession? I think that might have been what it was, because it was the official that was on the far end who was in position to call offsides who made the call. It's just a change of possession, so it's a tough call for the offender.
7.5 minutes remaining as that one is sent in the direction of Balmus. Coverage of Ticket TV brought to you in part by Knowlton Automotive, a full-service preventative maintenance and auto repair center, family-owned and operated. Knowlton Auto provides guaranteed service at a fair price, 3297 Broadway in Kenduskeg and at knowltonautomotive.net. We're also brought to you in part by Praise Auto Sales. Check out the impressive inventory and weekly specials at 1722 Broadway in Bangor at praiseautosales.com. And Urban Pizza is open at 329 Main Street in Bangor. Carryout available from 11 a.m. daily. Order online at urbanpizzapie.com. Nice shot there of Lila Ryan bringing the ball back into play for the Hawks. They'll do it again up the same sideline. Coffin now working on a hat trick. Plays that ball up ahead to Bowles. Ellsworth not done yet. Bowles onto the left foot, keeping it. And her shot was going wide, deflected by Hermon back in front of goal, and the Hawks have to send that ball across the pitch.
Yeah, I thought if Bowles had given that up to Cameron Clough, she was going to have a wide open shot, but tried to get to the left foot, but the defense was pretty stout on that possession and didn't allow her a good turn and fire.
Bowles making an exit here along with a couple other Ellsworth starters. Coffin heading off the pitch and a triple change for the Eagles. Don't forget to start your weekdays the right way with the morning roast from 6 to 8 a.m. Brian Sullivan, Tyler Cruz, Greg Hirsch, and Jeff Hoke, or some combination of them. Same with the drive on your ride home, weekdays 4 to 6 p.m. Myself and Ernie coming your way for the next 2 days, taking you into the weekend. Lots of football talk coming up tomorrow and Friday as we kick off week 2 in the NFL tonight, an AFC East showdown between the Dolphins and the Bills, and all kinds of injury concerns already for both teams going into that contest. Devon Achane, starting running back for the Dolphins, said to be a game-time decision. They've already ruled out their backup, Raheem Mostert. Josh Allen is dealing with a bruised and battered left hand. Not that that's going to keep him out of the game, but if he can survive the beating of a 17-game NFL season doing what he did in Week 1, there's your NFL MVP.
Yeah, but that's the way he plays. I mean, he's always kind of played that way. Get a little older, you kind of flirt with the injury bug.
I saw a stat earlier today. The Buffalo Bills, I believe it's 42 consecutive games that they have not lost by more than 6 points.
Really?
Josh Allen keeps them in every game he plays.
Wow. He is dangerous. He's one of the best all-around players in the league.
Corner comes in. Stewart at the near post has it blocked down. There's a whistle and
we got a penalty kick.
Penalty kick coming up for the Hermon Hawks with 4:31 frozen on the clock. Hermon, a chance to get one closer. You can see Stewart right there knocked to the pitch. The call came in. Now let's see who takes it for the Hawks.
It looks like Stewart is setting up. She's kind of limping a little bit, actually.
Stewart won it. MJ Ball and the Hawks are going to let her try to pay it off.
Stewart, a junior. Said earlier she led the Hawks in scoring last year with 24 goals along with 19 assists.
There's the whistle. Stewart's take, and she slots it home into the lower right-hand corner.
Bivens guessed right, but just couldn't get over there in time. Guessed correctly, I should say. She went to her left.
So now Stewart with a second-half brace in about 10 minutes' time. A goal in the 66th minute. One in the 76th here, or 75th technically. And, well, let's see what we got for the final 4.5. Bowles and Bean opened the scoring very early on tonight for the Ellsworth Eagles. Coffin had the next two in the 51st and 71st minutes. Stewart with a couple here in the second half. The scoring for the Hawks, who might be through again as Stewart chases down this ball. Left-footed shot in, and Bivens goes down to the turf to collect.
Yeah, Hermon controlling the play here now. Here's Stewart again, this time left-footed, but right at Bivens, who is placed perfectly.
Hawks jump back onto the ball. Garrett taking it down the near sideline. Garrett dispossessed, but out of play. A throw for Hermon.
Yeah, Ellsworth built that 2-0 lead in the first, 2 minutes of play. Since then, as it is now, it's been all even.
Tardy trying to keep it at this end, and she does. Another throw coming up here for the Hawks. Once again, it's Garrett directing traffic, and her teammates peeled away from where she threw it. Ellsworth trying to advance the ball up the pitch. I believe that's Atherton giving chase along the way. Now Hermon playing it up the far sideline in front of their bench. Out of play, a throw to the Eagles. Approaching 3 minutes remaining tonight at Pottle Field. Gallup, the Hermon captain, playing it ahead in the direction of Stewart, but out of her reach and back to Bivens. Ticket TV brought to you in part by Sweet Cheeks Bakery. Don't forget to stock up on your favorite sweets from Sweet Cheeks before or after the game. They're open 24 hours a day at 113 Main Road in Holden. Also brought to you by Auto Radiator Services, serving the greater Bangor area for over 50 years. For general maintenance, repairs, and specialty services like remote car starters, call 4554 or stop by at 568 Hammond Street in Bangor. And the Henry's Bridal Boutique is locally owned and operated. They have been since 1999, proud to be Bangor's longest standing bridal shop. Visit them at 31 Washington Street in Bangor or online at thehenrysbridal.com. Pace has slowed down just a tad over the last 60 seconds or so, down to 2 minutes remaining.
Yeah, Ellsworth content to have it go that way as they were able to watch the clock trickle down.
Eagles trying to keep the ball in the midfield. Hermon jumping back on it. Violet Ray, tenacious to win the ball back for Ellsworth. Now sent back towards the midfield where a couple of Hawks jostle the ball free with 80 seconds remaining. Up to Tardy, who's giving chase, and the Eagles just put it out of play.
Yeah, smart move there. Just not take a chance on Tardy stealing the ball. Just kick it out of bounds and let him have to work for it.
Garrett with the ball at her left foot, trying to take it down into the corner for the cross. She gets one in there, but Bivens goes over to collect the loose ball with less than 60 seconds remaining. Don't forget to give Ticket TV a follow. Find us on Twitter at 929 The Ticket, Facebook 92.9 The Ticket. Ticket TV, free, live, and on demand. Brooke Gallup jumps onto the loose ball. She will take a shot from distance, and it goes wide. Varney Chevrolet, sponsor here on Ticket TV. Their great staff will help you find a car, truck, or SUV you've been looking for. Find new roads at Varney Chevrolet, 384 Somerset Avenue, just off exit 150 in Pittsfield, and at varneychevrolet.com. Down to 10 seconds remaining tonight at Pottle Field as the Ellsworth Eagles are going to salt away a second victory of the season. They got a good battle from the Hermon Hawks, but in the end, not quite enough as the final whistle sounds. And the Ellsworth Eagles are off to a 2-0 start as they come away with a victory tonight at Pottle Field by a final of 4-2. Don't go anywhere. The Ticket TV post-game show is coming your way next. This is Ticket TV.
Nothing runs like a deer.
And nobody knows better than our loyal customers. Since 1994, our family has proudly sold and serviced John Deere products. Our customers know that quality and reliability set John Deere apart. And right now at Greenway, take advantage of this offer.
Get 0% APR fixed rate financing for 60 months on a John Deere compact utility tractor with a 6-year powertrain warranty.
For more offers, go to greenwayequipment.com.
See the Smith brothers today at Greenway Equipment Sales, Ellsworth, and Bangor.
Ambition is desire. Ambition is spirit. Ambition is drive. Find your ambition right here at Coldbrook Mitsubishi in Skowhegan. There's a reason we're the #1 Mitsubishi volume dealer in the state. We've got the selection. We've got rates as low as 0%, and nobody will pay you more for your trade. Find your ambition. Drive your ambition. Only at Coldbrook Mitsubishi, Madison Avenue, Skowhegan. Start here at coldbrookmitsubishi.com.
Get looped, get sold with Next Home Experience.
You've lived quite a life. Now it's time to live it up. We're here to help you enjoy all you've earned. Brewer Federal Credit Union. brewerfcu.org.
At Midco Central Design, we truly understand the importance of offering an affordable treatment plan that always considers your needs first. We create beautiful new full and partial dentures, as well as offering repairs and relines to your current dentures. We want your denture to fit comfortably, be affordable, and most of all, make you happy.
At Midcoast Denture Design, your smile is what matters most. In fact, it's our job to make sure you have a smile you can be proud of at a price you can afford.
Call Midcoast Denture Design.
Because everyone deserves to have an awesome smile.
To my first Mazda, thanks for always being there for me. Watch after your next owner, as you have me.
Find your Mazda today at Varney Mazda in Bangor.
Welcome back to Pottle Field. Ticket TV brought to you in part by Mainly Audio. Is your car still living in the 90s? Then upgrade to Apple CarPlay and Android Audio with Mainly Audio. Find them at 191 Beachland Road in Ellsworth or call 667-9777 because your car deserves a smart upgrade. Also brought to you in part by Union Street Towing. For over 40 years, Union Street Towing has been serving the greater Bangor area. They feature tow trucks, flatbed towing, recovery services, and roadside services such as lockouts and jump starts. Well, there you go, Ernie. I should have just called Union Street Towing tonight.
Yeah.
I could have got my keys from my back seat for me.
Yes.
Fully licensed and insured. Call Union Street Towing at 942-4200. And we're brought to you by Sweet Frog. Sweet Frog, your touchdown treat this high school football and soccer season. 878 Sweet B, Stillwater Avenue in Bangor. Sweet Frog, where their secret ingredient is fun. You see the final in front of you, the Ellsworth Eagles 4 and the Hermon Hawks 2. Ellsworth now 2-0 on the young season, while the Hawks fell in their season opener tonight. And we welcome you in to the post-game show here on Ticket TV. That post-game show brought to you by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor, as well as Wilson Street and Brewer. They're hiring for early mornings and late nights. Start at 17 and up. Search for these locations at jobs.mchire.com. Let's get you the post-game highlights brought to you by Next Home Experience.
Yes, the sun was out when the game began, and there's a shot that couldn't be handled, and there's the leading scorer for the Eagles, Lizzie Bowles, getting a right foot on it into the net, and Ellsworth with a quick 1-0 lead, and then about 30 seconds later, Lily Bean with the shot off the corner kick to make it 2-0. But Hermon gradually played itself into the game, and Tardif with a number of good chances. That one went wide there. There's another shot for Ellsworth. Here's one restart that went over the top of the goal by Emily King. There's Tardy again. That shot too high. Here's a break for the Hawks, and it gets by the goalie. Watch break for the Eagles, I should say. And then Balmus, the goalie, gets back in and able to make the save. She had gone way out beyond the penalty line to try to stop the play before it started. And there's a great save of the night there by Allie Bivens. I believe that was on Tardy. Here comes Maya Coffin, second half, first of her 2 second-half goals for the Eagles. They led 2-0 at the break and played Hermon to a standstill in the second half. Here's Hermon threatening again and again. Not being able to get it on net, but they control much of the play in the second half. Here comes Brooke Gallup feeding the ball ahead to Tardy. Tardy to her right, shot just wide again. There's Bivens with the save. Here comes not a penalty kick, but a shot from the penalty line that went in, and there's a penalty kick by Madison Stewart. Bivens with a nice dive to the left side, but off her hand and in. And there's Stewart again, but this time Bivens able to make the save as Hermon's comeback bid comes up just short as Ellsworth posts a 4-2 victory.
Ticket TV presented in part by Greenway Equipment Sales, your locally owned John Deere dealer celebrating 30 years in business. See the Smith brothers in Bangor and Ellsworth because nothing runs like a Deere. Time now to award our play of the game, and we're dialing it all the way back to the beginning. Lizzie Bowles, the first goal scorer of the contest back in the second minute.
Yeah, great hustle play here. Here's the center into the crease. Balmus can't come up with it, and there's Bowles reacting to the play, reacting to the loose ball, and off balance gets her foot on the ball and scores to give Ellsworth the 1-0 lead. They jumped off to that early start with a 2-goal lead, and they played from ahead the entire night and had enough in reserve to hold on for the victory.
That play of the day brought to you by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor, as well as Wilson Street in Brewer. From play of the game, we go to player of the game. And the player, well, that's going to be the one who spent the first half stirring the drink for the Ellsworth Eagles and spent the second half scoring the goals.
In the first half, and for most of the game, Hermon did a good job of riding her off into the corner when she went down the sideline. This time, she had space to cut inside toward the goal and really almost no chance on that close-range shot inside the near post.
Maya Coffin, senior forward, our player of the game, presented by Firehouse Subs. For a limited time, try the new Firehouse Captain's Club. Oven roasted chicken covered in melted pepper jack cheese, crushed red pepper flakes, crispy bacon, shredded lettuce, tomato, and onion on a toasted sub roll with the spicy Firehouse Hero Sauce. Only at Firehouse Subs, 920 Stillwater Avenue in Bangor. Ticket TV coverage also brought to you by Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment or office furniture. It's Levesque Business Solutions. Call 942-2226. We'll take a time out here in the post-game show. When we come back, we'll give you the full game recap as well as a look ahead to what's coming up the rest of the week on 92.9 The Ticket as well as Ticket TV.
Maine's largest network of parts just got a little bigger. Coastal Auto Parts, newest location in Bangor, has all your automotive needs to get you to the moments that matter most. Whether you're a professional mechanic or just need a little help, find everything you need all under one roof. Our knowledgeable staff is here to assist you with friendly service and expert advice right here at 200 Sylvan Road, just off I-95. Drive in, stock up, and hit the road with confidence. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that can...
The process at Fairway Auto Sales when you buy a car should be easy. There's no games, and people appreciate that when they're buying a vehicle.
I've purchased 6 vehicles through Tony's Fairway Auto. I have a business where we transport a lot of elderly. I can go to Tony or text Tony or Nicole and let them know what I'm looking for, and he'll find it and get right back to me.
We like to say, come buy your vehicle to Fairway. It's more than just a tagline. It's the way we do business.
Your local professional, eco-friendly office space partner is Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop shop to get the job done. Handling all your office furniture and printing machine needs at an affordable price. Offering full system integration into your workplace and local service on everything we sell. We can even remote monitor your system with just-in-time inventory and service need assessments. Little to no downtime gives you peace of mind. At Levesque Business Solutions, your solution is only an email or a phone call away.
Make the switch to Hopkins Energy, your trusted source for #2 heating oil. In Maine's challenging climate, emergencies can happen anytime. That's why we offer fast and responsive emergency fuel deliveries, as well as automatic deliveries. Our dedicated team is always just a call away, ensuring you never run out of fuel. Dependable service tailored to your needs. Visit hopkinsenergy.com.
With UMaine Online, it's easier than ever to be a black bear from anywhere. The University of Maine offers over 50 high-quality online master's degree and graduate-level certificate programs in business, data science, education, engineering, and more. You'll get access to world-class faculty and a low student-to-faculty ratio at an affordable tuition rate at Maine's only R1 top-tier research university. Registration is now open. Learn more and apply at online.umaine.edu.
Back at Pottle Field, where the Ellsworth Eagles victorious over the Hermon Hawks by a score that you see right there, 4-2. Ellsworth led it 2-0 at the break before 4 goals shared evenly in the second half between the Eagles and the Hawks. Our coverage of Ticket TV presented by Casella. Good pay, good people, good life. Find your place at powerofhardwork.com. And we're also presented by Varney Mazda. They offer an extensive new and pre-owned Mazda inventory, as well as competitive Mazda lease specials, finance options, and expert Mazda auto service. Varney Mazda, 260 Hogan Road in Bangor, and VarneyMazda.com. Ernie Clark standing by with the game recap.
Yes, final score once again, Ellsworth 4 and Hermon 2. Shots on goal in the game were 14-11 in favor of Ellsworth. Hermon with the 7-4 edge in the second half. And if I'd done shots rather than shots on goal that would have had to go in to be counted, I think Hermon would have finished with the advantage based on, particularly in the second half, on how they played. Saves were 10 for Hermon goalie Becca Balmas and 9 for Ellsworth goalie Allie Bivens. And corner kicks were 5 for Ellsworth and 3 for Hermon. Goal scorers in the game for Ellsworth, 2 for Maya Coffin, 1 apiece for Lizzie Bowles and Lily Bean, and for the Hermon Hawks, Madison Stewart with 2 second-half goals, 1 assisted by Tardif. And the final score, once again, was Ellsworth 4, Hermon 2. Teams meet again on the 2nd of October down at Del Luz Stadium in Ellsworth. I believe that's 3 weeks from tonight. And I'll tell you what, I'm looking forward to that game because you could see Hermon. Again, Ellsworth started 9 returning starters tonight. They had 9 returning starters tonight. Hermon, a young team, they only had 3 seniors on the roster, and only 2 of them, I believe, played. And they played 4 sophomores for much of the game. 3 of them started, and the 4th one came in and played probably, 50 minutes. And you could almost see Hermon improve as the game went along. They just got better and better. It was their first game of the season. Ellsworth had only played 1 game, but still, it was the first game of the season and the first varsity experience for half a dozen of those Hermon players. And you could just see them play with more confidence as the game went along. And there's an opportunity. There's a chance they may play twice more before the autumn is out. And that next meeting down in Ellsworth will be something to see.
Yeah, they played 3 times a year ago, with tonight being the rematch of last year's regional championship game, as was the case in that contest. The Ellsworth Eagles victorious once again. Game recap brought to you by Novus Auto Glass. Call Novus today at 945-6488. Ticket TV presented in part by Northeast Driving School, the leader in driver training since 1969. Register for driver's ed courses today. Greater Bangor's #1 driving school. Go to northeastdrivingschool.com to select your course. And we're presented by Dean's Detailing. For over 5 decades, Dean's has been Maine's auto detailing leader. Renew your vehicle's appearance, protect your auto investment, feel good and look good in a clean, shiny car. Book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. Let's take a look now at the live events the rest of the week on the airwaves of 92.9 The Ticket. Red Sox taking on the O's in the rubber match of a 3-game series at Fenway Park tonight. Try to find you a score on that one here before I'm done reading.
1-0 Orioles, bottom of the 3rd.
There we go. Tomorrow night, the Sox open a 4-game series in the Bronx, taking on the Yankees. Slightly later start time tomorrow night. I believe that's a nationally televised game on Fox at 6:15. Friday, it's your standard 7:05 game with a 6:05 first pitch. Saturday, Maine football comes your way in the afternoon as the Black Bears open conference play against Monmouth. 3 p.m. coverage, 3:30 the kickoff. And then Sunday, Red Sox and Yankees round out that 4-game weekend series. And it's Sunday night football coming up Sunday night on The Ticket between the Bears and the Texans, 2 1-0 teams with coverage beginning at 7:30. Rest of the week and into next week on Ticket TV looks like this. Ernie, 3 straight football games to round it out.
Yes, beginning tomorrow night up at the University of Maine when Hamden and John Bapps play a non-conference battle. Friday, it's the championship bowl with MDI, the large school 8-man defending state champion, against the small school 8-man defending state champion Orono Red Riots. Saturday afternoon at historic Doyle Field in Brewer. Brewer Witches play Salem, Massachusetts in the Cauldron Cup, featuring the only 2 schools nicknamed the Witches in America. And then on Monday, back to the soccer field where Brewer and Bangor renew their rivalry on the girls' side. I believe the boys play the next night.
Only thing left to do now is give credits to our Ticket TV crew tonight at Pottle Field. The show being run by Max Pottle, directing, producing, doing the graphics as well. Zach Tangway making his debut on the scoreboard tonight. Kim Mitchell and Peter Paulette running the cameras. And for my broadcast partner, Ernie Clark, I am Mark Paulette saying so long tonight from Pottle Field. Once again, the final here, the Ellsworth Eagles 4 and the Hermon Hawks 2. This has been Class B High School Soccer on Ticket TV.
Sometimes life is a cluttered mess, but your car doesn't have to be. At Dean's Detailing, we have a variety of packages that will make your car look new again. Change your outlook. Book your appointment now at deansdetailing.com.
Your local family-owned McDonald's on Wilson Street in Brewer, Union Street and Main Street in Bangor are currently hiring new team members. Schedules that fit your life with full-time, part-time, and flexible schedules that adjust with your needs. Pair individualized schedules with tuition assistance to further your education. It's a great, future-focused combination. Apply today at jobs.mchire.com. Search for your locally owned McDonald's on Wilson Street, Union Street, and Main Street. Explore your future at jobs.mchire.com.
Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center offers fantastic food and drinks in a fun, family-friendly atmosphere with 29 flat-screen TVs for your sports viewing pleasure and an arcade with prizes for the whole family to enjoy. Whether you're looking for a drink at the bar while watching your favorite sports team or trying to find a place to bring the family for a great meal out, Heroes is the place to be. Heroes also offers takeout or catering for any event in the Bangor area, large or small.
Come for the food.
Stay for the friends.
Get looped, get sold with Next Home Experience.
To my first Mazda, thanks for always being there for me. Watch after your next owner, as you have me.
Find your Mazda today at Varney Mazda in Bangor.
High school sports on Ticket TV has been brought to you by your local McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor and Wilson Street in Brewer. Greenway Equipment Sales. Next Home Experience. Casella. Firehouse Subs. Levesque Business Solutions. Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center. Varney Mazda. Hidden Meadows Golf Course. Dean's Detailing. Northeast Driving School. Acadia Federal Credit Union. Uno Pizzeria and Grill. Colebrook Mitsubishi. North Star Waste and Recycling. Loring Job Corps. Praise Auto Sales. Glenburn Landscape and Supply Company. Doors Equipment. Fairway Auto Sales. Bangor Mall Cinema 10. Streets Landscape. The Fitch Company. Bangor Tire Company. Frank's Bake Shop. Pat's Pizza in Hamden. Tiller and Rye. Liberty Olton Insurance. Urban Pizza. The Growing Place. Tossie's Checkout. Betty's Ice Cream. Auto Radiator Service. Sweet Cheeks Bakery. Union Street Towing. Rise Co-working and Collaboration Space. Sweet Frog. The Henry's Bridal Boutique. Bennett Auto Center. Angelo's Pizza. Union Street Laundromat and Dry Cleaning. Mainly Audio. Knowlton Automotive. Varney Chevrolet. Hammond Lumber Company. First National Bank. Midcoast Denture Design. Hopkins Energy. Napa Auto Parts. Brewer Federal Credit Union. Queen City Athletics. Washington County Community College. And Down East Toyota. This Ticket TV broadcast has been a production of Sportsnet Maine.